using your electric car to power a campsite or for emergencies at home. Welcome back to Techstination. I'm Fred Fishkin. With us from Rome Energy, ROAM Energy, is founder Lydia Li. Hi, Lydia.
Hi, Fred. Thank
A
you for
pleasure,
having me.
a pleasure to meet you. Let's start with a little bit of background about you and the company there.
Yes, Rome Energy just built up in a startup from last year in American market, and before we have sold our product in Asian market for past 2 years. Over 20,000 unit has been sold to the Tesla owner, and now we are breakthrough to more different non-Tesla EV owner now for our Pro version, and we've been test 32 brand, 73 models with the non-Tesla EV, and which is a very big step move forward for more EV owner to use our product to draw the electricity from the battery of your EV and support your more appliance.
And these are really big batteries in electric vehicles. So making use of them when you really need the power, when you're away from home or at home, if the power should go out, can be really, really handy. Now, you have a first generation power bridge on the market now, as you mentioned, and soon a second Power Bridge Pro generation, which has been on Kickstarter. Let's talk about these two models. First, the first generation just has 120 volt outlets, a couple of them on the face of it, right?
Yes, the first generation is very stable because we sold 20,000 units around the world. And the first generation is designed for Tesla only, and it's only over 120 volt and 3,500 watt outlets output. And it support many scenario like camping, like job site, and also some of user they support in house for as outage backup power, but it's only 3,500 watt output, and many user feedback they expect higher output version, so we decide to make Pro version for people who need more higher output. And now the Pro version is in just finished Kickstarter campaign, and now we are in the next stage process for fulfillment, and we expect to deliver by August 2026.
And the Pro version also has the 120 volt outlets, but you can plug a lot more things that require more power into those. And there's also a 240 volt outlet in the Pro, but there are some caveats here. It does not have a neutral for split phase power, so you would need some additional equipment if you wanted to plug your home panel into it, or simply use that outlet for some other things. So what kinds of things could it be used for?
Yeah, exactly. Let me explain. Our product is for the global market, which is American and non-American too, like Europe, Australian, UK. Mostly country they don't request a split phase, and they use 220 volt for output. So in we have a global market, so the Pro version designed for the global market, but American is very special. We need split phase. But split phase is a different system of inverter. So if we combine the split phase together, is the device gonna be very big and heavy, and it's not that's convenience for take it to camping or something else. So for the second generation, the Power Bridge Pro, we just make a single phase. The 240 is global use, and 120 is special for American. But during the campaign of Kickstarter, there a lot of user request split face in American. So we decide to development our third generation, which is combine charging and discharging and split face and smart management of charge and discharge for our third generation. We are going to the develop plan is at the third quarter of 2026. We're gonna have a prototype to be test, and we expect to have fourth season of 2027 to start the third generation in Kickstarter.
Well, that's exciting news for everyone concerned. You, as you mentioned, the Kickstarter just ended, but can people still get that favorable pricing to pre-order the Pro?
Yes, we open pre-order for Pro in our website. Oh, back to the topic about how to use Pro in American with a single phase. We have some tester use Pro connect their house panel, but between the panel and the Pro, they need a auto transformer. It's normally costs about $500, and it can transform single phase to split phase, and which is fit for American standard split phase brick panel.
And typically, if you were able to do that, and you will be with Generation 3, and if you have the added equipment with Generation 2,
Mm-hmm.
um, what would the typical expectation be if you had a power outage at home? How long could you, and of course it depends on what you're running in your home, how long
Yes.
could you operate things? Suppose you had a water pump and refrigerators, things like that. How long would you be able to power a home for?
Mm, let's say, let's think this way. If you have a solar panel system and you have the energy storage system with the solar panel, normally each unit over 7.2 kilowatt hour. And you can have one unit, two units, three units to combine together for storage or energy. And it's the same thing with the EV's battery. But normally EV's battery is starting from 60,000 kilowatt hour, and some large EV gonna reach over 100 kilowatt hour, which is 10 times, even 10 times more than the solar panel system, the energy storage in at home. So as we calculate, it's depending on how many appliances you're gonna use the battery to support your home. But mostly, even you turn on AC or everything on your house is support probably match one day. But we test as a Tesla Model Y to support use 35 100 watt, our first generation, to test for in the eastern a user. He gave me a feedback. He used 20% of the battery support house from 4 o'clock to 9 o'clock evening time. 5 hour use 20% of Tesla Model Y. So it really depends on how many output you are using, and different car we can't really say exactly how many hours it support, but I can tell it's much longer time than your solar panel system.
And typically, if people are buying a lot of portable batteries today to try to
Mm-hmm.
keep things running, so this is an alternative to doing that using the power that's already in your vehicle. Now, another
Yes.
question that people would have is obviously, what am I going to do to my warranty? Am I going to damage the car? What happens with the vehicle if I'm taking power out of it and it wasn't
Mm-hmm.
specifically designed to do that?
Yeah. Um, this kind of technology, like discharge from your battery, is new concept in American, but it's people is using more than 2 years in China, and many Chinese vehicle maker, the brand, they also starting announce it's gonna not affect your warranty in the future because everybody's using it, but it's not writing in the warranty policy about you allowed to use it, but more factory of the vehicle maker is starting announce in China this charge is not conflict with your warranty. But I think one day in American, more brands will be open this function in the future. But right now, we are not doing um, any change of your vehicle's software, and we're using CCS system to handshake with the car. And CCS, everybody is familiar with the charging a car. But actually, CCS basically building on charge and discharge. So it allow charge and discharge for the basic agreement for CCS. It's not only we are hiking the car. We are not hiking the car. We use the international charging system agreement to connect the battery from the EV to our to your appliance. So at least we know past 2 years we sold 20,000 units. No one any feedbacks asked to about their warranty doesn't work anymore like that. And for the protection, let me give you an example. Like Tesla, the battery and there is a port, NAS port, and there also protection. And our product is also protection system to protect the battery. So it's never happened for our product to make the something somewhere broken or overheating. It's never happened like that before. Yeah.
And we should mention this is the units, both of them are similar in size. Small, lightweight, easy to carry around
Hmm.
wherever you want to put it in the
Yeah.
vehicle. And I'm sure it could easily fit in the frunk or
Hmm.
anywhere you want to carry it to
Yes.
provide power at a campsite or at a sports event, whatever you wanted to do here.
Yes.
There are some who have questioned safety certifications, UL and such. What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, so we did FCC, CE, and some Europe safety certificate too, and we did UL 458 for the third party lab test. The reason why we didn't do the UL list is part of the reason is very high expenses for do the UL certified, and but we decide to do our third generation with the UL list certified because we know the third generation gonna most American user gonna use it connect with the solar with the brick panel, and it's very important to link with the house if we have the certified. But the fourth generation, second generation is mostly used for like a tool you can use for camping site, for job site, and it's can connect with your house, but have to go through with the auto transformer. So we just do the third part safety test with the UL third party standard and do some CE or FCC. That is what we can do if we do all of the model with the UL, the price gonna be more higher than right now, and it's out of budget for many users. So we want to make the price as low as we can to let more people try our product to get the new concept of their EV can support many appliances. But third generation, we will do it seriously with the UL certified.
And we've had the opportunity to test the Gen 1 and a prototype of the Gen 2. Been very impressed so far. Things have worked as advertised. And one of the things people should know is when you do plug this into your vehicle, in this case, a Tesla Model Y, uh,
Mm-hmm.
the vehicle acts as if it's being charged, not discharging, but being charged. So you see that
Mm-hmm.
on the screen, and you're able to plug things into it wherever you happen to be. There is a battery, I guess a small battery
Yes.
in the units as well that you would charge up ahead of time, or does it get charged as you're pulling electricity from the vehicle?
Yes, the small battery inside the product is supporting mostly more than 6 months. If you not use it like 1 year, the battery possibly die, but it's not 100%. But we have a USB charge port from the rear, and you just charge it, make it start up, and then you can stop the Type C charging because it's automatic recharge during you use it, and it's very fast. Like half an hour you just use a device half an hour. The internal battery gonna stand for next 3 to 5 months.
Terrific. Well, tell us about availability and pricing, what you have today, and I don't know if there's an estimate as to what Gen 3 might run, but tell us what you can.
Yeah, for second generation, we just finished the Kickstarter campaign, and now we pre-order on our website, and we set the price is 1899. But we give the pre-order benefit is we give you extra 1 more year warranty, which is cost 129. And right now in the pre-order stage, we give you 2 years warranty in total, and we also offer extension cable with the 6 feet long for the only price 79 during the pre-order, and we give free ship inside of American.
And for Generation 1, that's still on sale, correct?
Yeah, for the generation one is 1199, and you're able to purchase 1 year extension warranty costs $99, and also free shipping in American. And different holiday or Black Five, we will do some special promotion. It depends, but not big wave because this product you already in your hand, we make it very good quality and high standard, and there's not big profit. We can waive the price a lot. Yeah, for the third generation, because we combine charge and discharge and smart control and split phase, which is inside there's a different invert system, and the size will be like uh, double larger than second generation, and the price I we are trying to make it not too high, but I think it will be over $2,000.
And we can look for that perhaps by the end of this year to start
Um,
having the prototypes anyway.
uh, the end of this year, we will running different tests with the because right now we have a lot of third generation tester. They're really expecting to test the prototype by the end of this year, and we will collect different data from different house, different state, different use case, and then we will start the Kickstarter by next year, first season. Yeah, because we want to hear the voice of people who test it. And different house is more complicated than the first generation and the second generation. Every house have different needs, and every house owner have different output. And we try to find a balance for everybody's request.
Very exciting. Well, congratulations on the innovations there And the work that you're doing. This is really, I think, a valuable addition for many electric vehicle owners to be able to use the power within their vehicle. If it's not built in already, of course, there are a few vehicles that have this capability, I suppose, built in, but not too many, not yet anyway. So for more information, the site is romeenergy.tech, Tech. Lydia Li, thank you for spending time with us.
Thank you, Fred.
The Haven 10,000 lantern is a smartly designed, beautiful solar light that you will love indoors or out. It is waterproof with up to 1200 lumens of brightness, that's a lot of light, and the base becomes a flashlight at the push of a button. The power comes from a built-in lithium-ion battery recharged by the sun, the solar panel is built in, or USB-C. The battery can even recharge your phone. Did we mention how durable it is? How it folds down and can run for up to 120 hours on a charge? But the real power of the Haven Lantern comes from the people behind it and their mission to provide this quality lighting to those in the world who need it most, including in disaster emergencies. Your purchase helps to fund those efforts, and if you use the code Techstination20, you'll get it at a 20% discount. That's Techstination20 at havenlantern.com. Create your haven.